other constituencies. These people come to town every day. You are police. Najua Isaac Mwaura wenyu ndio alikuja akatuambia it's a normal working day.
It's our
These
police.
people, yes, it's the police of this UDA, because what they did, they came first. Look,
that is the
let me
politics
explain.
and
Let me explain.
Would you want to entertain that one when we call our police?
Let's have this conversation.
So if we go that dimension in Kenya, what Fanyamambo is saying, I think we are losing the focus.
Let's have this conversation.
Be fair to yourself.
You need to withdraw that statement.
Kind of,
he has to withdraw that statement. Otherwise, we cannot continue having a discussion where we are planning our police officers.
Fanyamambo continue.
The Kenya Police Service.
Thank you.
Comes and blocks Thika Road and stops people, more than 100,000, 200,000, who ordinarily come to town every day to work. And then they are surprised that there are so many people at that barricade. Where did you expect them to go through? And then you start saying they've been brought from Kirinyaga and Nyeri because I heard the CS saying that. And you ask him, on a normal day, even right now, go to Thika Road, it is full. There is more than 490,000 people who live in Juja alone. There's another 350,000 people who live, no, that is Roiro, about 350,000 who live in Juja. Those are some of the most populated constituencies we have in this country. So it was normal to have those people on Thika Road, and they'll always be there. You cannot take that away from that. They'll always be there. They always go to town. The reason why that barricade is because on their way to work, they found that place closed. Now let's continue. Albert Ojwang dies, and people go on maandamano. Instead of us as a nation having a conversation on how we are going to have a bill, an anti-abductions bill, we are having a bill on how to regulate demonstrations that are as a result of abductions. Can you see where we are as a nation? That instead of us saying, wait a minute, Albert Ojwang has been abducted, he has been killed in a police cell or wherever, but in the hands of police. And now, instead of us thinking of what we are going to do as a country so that no other person dies in such circumstances, and come with a bill to regulate how you are arrested, how you are presented before court, how you will not be tortured, how we shall not be told you hit your head on a wall. We are having a bill to have a conversation about how people should not go to the streets, or how they should go to the streets after a person has died in the hands of police. So they are not intent on stopping people from dying in the hands of police. No. They are intent on making sure they control how you demonstrate after people have been killed in the hands of the police. That is where the irony is. But let us continue. Now, hii bill munashinda mkisema, it is very simple. We have 290 constituencies. My MP, KJ, just come to Dagoretti South with this bill for public participation. We will tell you what we think about it. Let each, hata we mheshimiwa, uende kwako na hii bill, ukute watu wako, uambie mnataka kwenda kupitisha hii bill parliament. What Kenyans will tell you, do it. It's very simple. Let's stop having a lot of English about this bill. It is very simple. I want you as an elected member of parliament. The whole truth, hata we mheshimiwa, uende kwako na hii bill, ukute watu wako, uambie mnataka kwenda kupitisha hii bill parliament. What Kenyans will tell you, do it. It's very simple. Let's stop having a lot of English about this bill. It is very simple. I want you as an elected member of parliament, the whole 290 of you, to go with that bill to a hall, because you have to do public participation in all the 290 constituencies. Go and tell them that we have looked as a country, tumeona shida si kuua Albert Ojwang, so we are not coming up with a bill around abductions. We've decided that the problem is how you are demonstrating. We want to come up with a bill around how we protect those people, those things that we think are important. You want to protect State House from us, and you're renovating it with our money. I mean, let's be serious. That's a public place. If you look at how demonstrations happen in the US, some people even go with tents, and they decide, you know, a demonstration is supposed to cause public disturbance, not destruction, but disturbance. It's supposed to make the government feel that there's a problem. People in the US go sometimes with tents, and they put right outside near the White House, and they sleep in them. And a responsible police force does not come beating them. They don't destroy businesses. By the way, since independence, this is the first time that we are seeing people wielding weapons in demonstrations. We have never allowed, all the time we used to see people with stones. No, wait, I allowed them. We used to see people with stones because they would throw the stone and hide, and then you wouldn't even. But right now, someone permanently leaves home with a very big stick, others with pangas and rungus, and we saw them. And they are verily walking on the streets, and nobody is having a conversation about it. Let us first agree that these demonstrations became a problem when we first allowed armed people into them. We have to make sure that there will be no demonstration where a single, ukionekana tu na weapon, you're an enemy of the state. Wewe kwanza unafaa kushikwa na mfungwe same day. Finally, Yes, the Nyandarua and the Kikuyu. Let me make it very interesting for you. You know, I come from Dagoretti South constituency. And so I can see Kengongo police station, which was burned. It is just there. It's at home. Do you know the angel of the Lord appeared at night and spoke to our policemen in a dream and told them, verily, verily, I say unto you, there shall be violent demonstrations tomorrow, so please do not bring your personal cars into the police station. All our policemen where we live, by the safest place, they usually drive, you know, God has blessed them. One has a Fielder, one has an NZD, one has an Axio. They always park them at the police station. Kingongo police station was burnt down on the day of the Maandamano. Let me surprise you. Public cars with GK number plates were burnt down. Private cars that were at the police station were burnt down. But for some reason, because the angel of the Lord had spoken to our policemen, none of them lost a personal car. None of them found it necessary to park their car on the morning of that day in that police station. Why? Because God is so faithful. He speaks to our policemen. He tells them when not to bring their cars to the police station. In Nyandarua, let's go to Nyandarua. I can tell you the same angel appeared before everybody who parks their car at the county assembly of Nyandarua. And I can tell you in Dimuli, there was no single car that is private that was lost in Nyandarua. In Dimuli, we have to speak these truths, that we lost a lot of public property.
Allow him to finish. What's the point?
No, the point is,
let him drive his point.
The point is, when we are having these conversations, why aren't we seeing a county officer who ordinarily parks there every other day? And the people in Nyandarua are asking me these questions. Watu wanafanyanga kwa county, they always park here. But conveniently on the day of the Maandamano, something magical happened. The only cars we lost were public cars.
Are you suggesting that they had prior information?
No, I'm just saying the angel spoke to them. Now, finally, kabisa.
Okay, we need to give Bwana Sosiona.
Our good leader of majority came to... No, there are many... Our good leader of majority comes to parliament. He comes to parliament and tells us that goons had been sent to attack his father, a 105-year-old. By the way, I condemn whoever sent those goons. May that person never know peace. We don't want a man 105 years old killed by goons. Something magical happened. The police were able to stop that. But within the same constituency, they were not able to stop the goons from burning the court and the police station, where those policemen work. So when it is personal to someone who is important, the police are able to stop it. But when it is the courts, they were not able. In the same constituency, he tells us clearly that the goons were sent, they were not able. But on this side, they were able. Let us take every person seriously and everything seriously. Okay. If police can stop goons from attacking the leader of majority's parents, they should also be able to stop the same goons from